Here we go. 180.
Check pass. Check pass.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Well, Raheem Mostert, he was great in that NFC title game, 220 yards. But Super Bowl, 58 yards on 12 carries, though he did score the touchdown in the third quarter to put the Niners up 20-10.
And think about the journey of Raheem Mostert and what he's traveled. That he has a 220-yard game, 4 touchdowns in the NFC title game that you just mentioned. But only getting 12 carries in the Super Bowl, I don't think in his wildest dreams he would have thought, I only got 12 carries in a Super Bowl. That tells you how valuable he became and what people will focus on. And don't forget Tevin Coleman, the great comeback from the dislocated shoulder against Green Bay in the title game. 5 carries, 28 yards in the Super Bowl. Came back to start that game. Showed a great amount of toughness. But they didn't run it nearly as much as we expected. And they ended up with the result that maybe was unexpected too. A loss in the Super Bowl.
Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
I know he ain't got it. 12.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Here we go.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. This is Mostert. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Here we go. 180.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Here's Mostert. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. To throw is Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
61, matchbox lights.
On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. We're scoreless after 1. Rivers now to throw on 1st down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. D. Ford. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Throwing Rivers. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. D. Ford picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
3rd and long for Rivers. Going deep for Benjamin. And it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 13-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Mostert. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Here we go, here we go.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd and inches, Garoppolo, the first catch of the game for George Kittle. 30, 10, touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 66 yards, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. After a fairly uneventful first quarter, that last play, that'll make a few highlight clips.
It certainly will, and you're exactly right. The first quarter almost felt like a feeling out process, didn't it? Both teams, okay, what are we going to do? Looks like they ramped things up just a little bit to start the second quarter.
Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Rivers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. From the 25 on 2nd down, Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. And he's going to go down again. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. So that's the 2nd time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually, you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to...
And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Throwing, Rivers. He's got Allen. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
79. Load it. 89.
Final play of the half, Rivers. He's going to let this go for the end zone. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen as time expires in the first half, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be first and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. And that little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Get Brown 80! Hey, Brown 80!
Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Here's Rivers, and he's got a man open. That's Allen. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. Now Gordon on first down. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Okay. 390. 80 weapon.
Now on 2nd and 13. Rivers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Rivers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Rivers is going to stay out there. They're going to try for this thing on 4th down. They're indeed going for it. It's Rivers. And it's complete. Henry. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Looking for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 20. Now Mostert, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe they'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Garoppolo now, 1st down throw, eluding the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower scoring than we expected. But a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City. But how about San Francisco? Had the lead in the ball, under 12 minutes to go, and held Kansas City to 10 points through 3 quarters. And somehow they're winging their way back to San Francisco, trying to understand how they lost that game.
Yeah, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. They do go for it. It's Garoppolo on the move to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. A lone second remains now in this third quarter. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now here in Santa Clara. 7-7 is our score. Pretty even matchup so far as we start quarter number 4. On 2nd and 12, Rivers. His throw incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. But now it'll be third down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah. Nowhere to turn here. He's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. D. Ford. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Rivers to throw for it on 4th. And caught by Henry. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. To throw, Rivers. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 15. Now they'll run it on the toss. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Casey Hayward makes the tackle.
second and 8.
Now they'll run it on the toss. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for a first. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie.
Go ahead.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Back to throw, Garoppolo. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Thomas Davis. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They come out here in the eye. A give to the fullback. This is Watt. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Derek Watt taking it in. And the Chargers have taken the lead.
Keep working.
Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Chargers 14, 49ers 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Back to throw. This is Coleman with a grab. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. Back to throw. This one complete to Coleman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Watch time. Tie it right. Undercrunch.
21.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one 28 yards on the ground.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Hey, check 24. Check.
Hey, alert! Alert! Alert!
Now they try the right side here. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Even. 4 down. Even. Check 24. Check 24.
One, Omaha.
Watch the screen. Pass. 31's the mic.
Come on. You better bring it.
Check.
6-6. Bullet high.
To throw is Garoppolo. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Melvin Ingram. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Filled up.